Hey nerds, welcome back to episode 15 of TimeShot. Last episode we actually got the numbers wrong. I said it was episode, what did I say, episode 13. It's actually episode 14. It just goes to prove that I can never get my episode numbers right. I need to start looking it up before I start the episodes. Now, you may be looking at this and wondering why I'm in the middle of nowhere, like literally nowhere. You see, we've got these two little islands here, and those are the only land masses for about 200 blocks in any direction. So I can understand why you'd be confused as to why I'm here. Now, I decided a long time ago that, well, I decided that as soon as I got re-added to the server that I was done with my old base. I was finished with it. I didn't want to really work on it anymore. I had no drive to work on it. Actually, we can go over there and show you what I've done. So you can see that there used to be, where was it? Here. There used to be a house here. I tore it down. It didn't make any sense. Like, there's one thing just leaving a building up. There's another thing leaving just, it was an empty shell. I never put any furniture in it. I never even lived in it. It was just there for no reason at all. So I decided I'm just going to tear it down. I can't be bothered trying to turn it into something or anything. It was in the middle of nowhere as well. Just, there's no path going anywhere. There was no portal to it. So I took it down. I tore it down. Took a while actually, and it's good because I need the resources for what we're doing today. This is an insanely, I was up here for about an hour yesterday, maybe not even an hour actually, and look at all the drops we got. We got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 stacks of gunpowder. It's insane how well this thing's working. You can just see it now. Look at them all fall. I'm going to turn it off for now because I know if you leave it on it can break the water streams, and I'm tired of going up there to fix them. But we're going to get a more in-depth look at that today because that's what I'm going. That's what I'm doing today's episode. I'm building a new mob spawner over where you saw me before, over in that ocean biome, and I'm not really 100% sure why I've decided to. Need to stop off at Mara's farm and get some potatoes first. I'm not sure why I decided to move locations because I could just have easily used that mob spawner and built my base around that. Cause that's what I want to do. I want to build the base around the mob spawner. Like the mob spawner is going to be the central thing, and then it's going to be like the base around it. So I'm not sure why I didn't just build it there. I guess I've never been a fan of the location really. I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe it's just I want a fresh start completely, so I've decided to move. Plus, there's something satisfying about jumping from like the Y level, the block height limit into Mara's farm's this way. Where am I going? There's something satisfying about jumping from the block limit all the way down into a pool of water. So that's one reason for me why I decided to move. There's a zombie here. Let's kill him. There we go. So I'm gonna get some potatoes and meet you back over at the new area. I was really torn between like where to build this new base, because I mean, choosing the location for the base is probably one of the most important parts of building the base. I mean, you can't just pick up a base and move it every time you want a new location, so that's one of the reasons why I've chosen an ocean biome, because I think it's quite consistent, I guess. You're not going to get tired of it, really. But we're going to be building the base up in the sky anyway, so it's not really going to affect us, the biome, too much. The two locations I was choosing, this one is roughly 600-700 blocks away from spawn, which is far enough away that it's not near spawn, but it's not too far away that it's unreasonable for me to run there and back, kind of thing. Because I still want to be building a spawn. I've got a lot of projects going on around there, as you saw last episode. So the other location I was looking at was about 3,500 blocks away, and I mean, it's just I kind of wanted to be a little bit away from everybody, because a lot of everyone's built kind of really close together. Like there's a lot of bases around that spawn area within a few blocks of each other, and I wanted to be away from all that like clutter, but I didn't want to be so far away that I'm not going to get any like foot traffic. No one's going to stumble across the base if it's 3,500 blocks away, kind of thing. So, you know, I weighed up the pros and cons, and I decided that I'd rather be much closer. Yeah. So we're going to crack on with this episode now. We're going to be building a mob spawner up top. We're going to get it hopefully done this episode. Okay, so we're up here. You can see the general outline of the thing. It's nothing you've not seen before in the old design. The only thing that's different this time is I'm actually designing it to look good. The other one was just a cobblestone mess. So this one's actually going to look, hopefully, look decent. I'm trying to challenge myself with the colour scheme for this build. Like, I've always worked with safe a safe color palette, I guess you could say. I've always worked with oak, stone brick, like spruce wood, oak planks, those kind of, and then slabs and some other stuff like that. I've always worked with those kind of color schemes. You can see it in the spawn area. It's all the same kind of colors. You can see it in my snow biome house. That's literally all oak kind of thing. So this one I'm going to go for a different color scheme. I'm going for acacia wood logs, not the actual acacia wood itself. I'm going to try and hide this orange as much as I can. Though, looking at it now, I do kind of like it. I like how it contrasts against this the slab, the white. Oh no! Ooh, I thought it fell off. I'm also going to be using birchwood planks and like packed ice as well. That goes well with this color scheme I found, and like black glass. I think I might. Well, I'm not sure on the color of the glass yet, but I'm thinking to go with like black tinted glass at the moment because it looks really cool. So yeah. So I'm going to build up the first layer of this now. The design is going to be a little bit different. It's Mumbo Jumbo's design, by the way. I think I should probably mention that. Mumbo Jumbo's design. I'll link the tutorial video in the description. Basically, is what he does differently in this design that is not in the actual tutorial itself. Is he just builds, before building the first platform, he builds up a wall of 3, because what was happening was light was bleeding in through the bottom, and it meant that the bottom spawn pads were not really being activated at all. So in order to counteract that, we have to add a little bit of a wall. This will act as like a stopper. It won't filter all the light out, but it'll be enough that at least the pads will be active. Okay, there we have it. This took a lot of work actually to do. A lot of resource gathering. A lot more birchwood especially than I thought I needed. You can see here just how much like acacia wood I've got. Like these logs, these aren't cheap. They're quite an awkward tree to like harvest because they go all different kind of ways and the leaves cover them, and it's just a nightmare. But this is the design I think I'm going for. It might be a little bit too busy. Like this extra sandstone stripe might be a little bit too much. I'm not really sure at the moment. But at the end of the day, nobody's really going to be coming up here. And several times throughout me doing this, I've thought, why am I spending so much time on this? People are only going to see the outside at the very least, and that's only if they look up. So, but then I realized, you know what? I care what it looks like on the inside. So that is why we've put so much effort into this. All that's left for me to do on this floor now is to slap in the dispensers, and these aren't cheap either. You need a ton of string for these. Luckily I've already got a mob farm set up, so we can just go over there and steal some string from that farm and use those to create the bows to make the dispensers. But with this, we have completed this row. I'm going to go ahead and complete the other 5 rows off camera, simply because it's the same thing, and if I check in every single time like this floor's done, it'll just be the same thing over and over again. So I'll see you once the structure is finished, and then we can move on with the redstone. Okay, so there's the finished thing. I've just realised actually that I've missed some stone slabs. Hold on. I think actually I'll show you what off, and I'll fix anything that I've missed later. I think that looks a lot better than our old cobblestone one, don't you? I think it looks really, really good actually. I'm rather impressed, and I think the colours really work well together. So I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with this. Let me just try and do this over here. I got sick and tired of climbing up and down this ladder every time I forgot some resources back in that little, I don't know what you call it, thing I made way down there. So I've moved the portal up here. I'm having a nightmare trying to link them. So at the moment I've destroyed that portal, and only this one is working. That's the only way I could get it to work, that if I went through it... Oh, I nearly fell off then. That's the only way I can get it to work, so that if I went through the portal in the nether, it would come out here. So I'm going to have to play around with them a little bit more if I want to have a portal down there and a portal up here. So I don't know. That's not going to be the final location for the portal anyway, because if I'm this close to the... I need to be further down for the farm to work at its full efficiency. If I'm this close to it, then it's not really going to generate that many monsters. But you can kind of see them all. They're still kind of working. Let's climb up there. I need to get rid of all these ladders anyway. So you can see there's a few things spawning up here. I'm too close at the moment for it to be efficient, like I said. I just don't want to blow up any of those creepers. So that's that then. I'm going to do the redstone now, and I'm going to do it all off camera because it's quite simple stuff. So I will see you once that's completed. So as you can see underneath me now, the redstone is done. Let me see if you can see it firing here. There's the short little pulse that will flick the what they call the dispensers on and off and cause the water to flow out. Just wanted to quickly
I don't know if I already said it this episode or not. This is Mumbo Jumbo's design. He's got a tutorial up there. The redstone's a little different for the tutorial than it is for this actual version that I've built. But if you want to go in one of his episodes, Hermitcraft episode, it's called like the Mighty Monster Spawner or something like that. He shows you how to build like this kind of way, and it's just it's a little bit bigger, but I think it's a little bit more efficient or something. I'm not really sure why he chose to change up the redstone, but you can see it working here. This thing flips back and forwards. Those pistons come up over here. Watch it pop up in a minute. There it is. See. And then if you just flop down here, you can see I've made like a little a pad to catch the drops, and also like a little working area for me. At the moment, oh, it's just me online at the moment, so the rates should pick up. When someone's online, the rates like plummet. Like, there you go, you can see them starting to pop down now. The rates absolutely, it goes from being crazy to like well, I don't know, the rates are still okay-ish, but they're nothing like this. You see the mobs are falling everywhere, so it works best when it's online. I think I might do a comparison test between my old one and this one, just so I can see if this one's just as efficient, because that other one gave me tons of resources. You can see already we're getting quite a few things, and this is just from me being stood here, around here while I've been working. I haven't AFK'd here for that or anything, and there's not even any way to collect them, so if I am AFK here, they just despawn. See, look at that. There you go. So what I'm doing now is I'm going mining, doing a ton of mining, because I need to create 180 hoppers, and that's going to... Ooh, I keep burping. That's going to require an absolute ton. Look how much gunpowder's here. That's going to require an absolute ton of iron. So you can see in my inventory here we've got a bunch of ores that I've silk touched. We need to go through and mine them, which I'll do off camera, and then I'll let you know how much I got from that little thing there. I'm going to go mining again now, and just so I can get enough iron, because I'm very short on it at the moment. Because I've been building something else using iron as well. My secret little project that I keep teasing about, that's using iron as well. So, I'm terrified because every time like a skeleton spawns, I'm terrified it's going to knock me off. And at the moment, well, I guess I've got this ladder, but I'm sick and tired of that ladder. So, anyway, I'm going to go mining. I've rambled for long enough now, and then we'll get this hopper set up. Okay, there we go. We've finally managed to get enough hoppers to cover this platform. So everything is now funneling into this one thing here, and because it took me so long to put them all down and stuff, these things have all filled with items, so it's taken quite a long time to funnel into this chest here. But you can see we've got a decent amount of items already. I mean, 5 stacks. Hold on, we've actually got more than that. 5 stacks. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stacks already. Pretty insane, really, if you think about it. So, I honestly have no idea how long this episode's gone on for. It feels like it's been days for me, because it has. I've been online all day trying to mine flipping iron. In the end, I just ended up taking like a bunch of iron blocks from my secret project. I don't know why it's not that good of a secret project, but I'm rethinking building it out of iron now that I've figured out how long it takes to get the stuff. I've actually got like a giant backlog at the moment because I found a really good cave. I was in there for about an hour mining, so yeah, we're just waiting for all this to funnel in. I'm going to check the length of this episode and we'll see what we do next. Okay, so you know what, this episode's getting rather long already. I don't actually know how long it is. It's between 15 and 20 minutes. Round about there. So I'm going to call this episode done. We've built the mob spawn in this episode. That's quite a lot of progress for us. Normally takes us quite a few episodes to do things. This is still emptying, still going well. We've got loads of resources, so much gunpowder already. At the moment, you can see what happens when there's like 2 other people online at the moment, so you can see what happens when the rates plummet. It's just kind of like 1 every 30 seconds or something like that. Actually, no, probably 1 every 10 seconds maybe, but that's slow. We can continue with the rest of the plans for the base now. I want to build like a circle around here. So very similar to what we had in the old mob spawn. I'm just going to get it to that same point. I also want to build, well, the trying to scrounge for iron today has made me realise that I kind of want my own iron spawner. I know Edson's got one, but I don't like having to go all the way over to his base to AFK. I don't like AFKing in general, really, so I'd rather have my own iron farm here that will constantly generate iron while I'm just working around the base. So I'm going to do that. I'm still not sure if I want 2 towers or just the 1 tower yet. I think 1 tower would look better because my whole base is going to be circles, and I can design it so it's like
the center is it's central. Actually, no, actually, because iron farms are even numbers, and we've done our base odd. Or we've done our base weirdly, actually, because it's even. Our base at the moment, well, this mob spawn is odd numbers this way, like that way, and it's even numbers this way. So I'm not sure really how we're going to do that. We'll have to plan around that. So yeah, that's going to be tricky, because there is no central block then, is there? These two blocks here are the center. Oops. We boobed there, didn't we? Oh well, we'll figure it out. I'm rambling again now, and this video's going to be really long, so I'm going to end it right now. See ya!